Citing user confusion and lackluster sales, Microsoft just announced that it will be relaunching the Windows operating system with a brand new #1 version coming this fall. CEO Steve Ballmer said that this should serve as a great jumping on point for users too stupid to count to 8. Hi, this is C. Scott Lovejoy, and welcome to your weekly dose for the week of June 20th. Lots of stuff going on this week. It's always fun times here at Back to the Past in the lovely township of Redford, Michigan. First of all, the Captain America event is going on Tuesday the 21st. That will likely be tonight as you watch this video. The sale for Captain America stuff is going to start at 5 p.m. That's 20% off anything you can find in the store that has Captain America in it. That's action figures, comics, toys, posters, whatever you can find should be 20% off. And the 1990 Michael Salinger Golly Gee Whiz Captain America film is going to start at 6 p.m. And if you stick around till the end of the movie, we're going to be raffling off this fine Captain America promo poster for free at the end. So we hope you come and join us for that. And now here's Nigel P. Bumbershoot with some interesting finds from the world of Pedigree Comics this week. Nigel.
So then I said to her, "That's not my daughter, that's a bull terrier." Oh, hello, Nigel P. Bumbershoot III here. Once again giving you some books that Andy Serenisi has handed to me to give to Mike Mullins for his showcase. This week, we have Solo Avengers featuring Hawkeye 1 through 20, because as you know at 21 it got renamed to Avengers Spotlight. We have the 24 issues, the first 24 of this series for you, all in very, very high grade. Now, this book is wonderful for many reasons. Reason number 1, it features Hawkeye in many a tight scratch with villains such as Batroc, the Leaper, and Abomination. And there's also many guest appearances such as Submariner, Black Panther, Falcon, and the Black Widow, and I don't mean my first wife. Anyway, these can all be given to you for the low, low price of $60. We're also going to find a high-grade run of Solo Avengers for just $60, 1 through 24. Remember, I will give them to that little scamp Mullins. He'll put them in the showcase, and they'll be there for 1 week and 1 week only. You have a wonderful day, and if those books are still there by the end of the week, I will be quite grappled.
And now moving right along, Pete, let us know what's on eBay this week, sir.
Alright, what's doing with my live listings this week? I'm glad you asked. We've got a ton of items this week, really cool items. I also have some things that aren't live items, that are store items that I'll show you in a second. But let me highlight the things that are live right now, that are listed right now, and are closing this Sunday. We have a Hulk Hogan plushie doll. This thing is really cool. It looks really weird. It's kind of disturbing, but it's fun. We've got
He looks like he's very hairy.
I know, yeah, it looks very hairy. We also have the Hulk Escapes electronic game from Bandai from 1978, same year that the pinball machine out there is. We have a set of Moon Knight 1 through 38. This is not the same set that Mr. Nigel T. Bumbershoot is selling, as these are not pedigree copies. These are just copies to read, and they start out at $9.95, so check them out. You'll be able to get a good deal if you score those. We've got a set of Kiss figures, all 4 of the members there. We also have 3, and the only 3, of the Marvel Zombie figures that they did. This one's the Colonel America. They did a Spider-Man and a Hulk. They're all up there at just a $14.95 opening bid, so check those out. We also have figures from the movie Slapshot with the Hanson brothers. Interestingly enough, the Hanson brothers are not all Hanson brothers. One of them is not a Hanson. I don't know how to tell the difference. We also have the Doug McKenzie and Bob McKenzie figures from Strange Brew. So these would be great to set up down in your man cave. You want to check those out. Those start at a very low opening bid too. And you can even pretend that you talk Canadian. That's about it for this week for the live stuff, but I did promise you the store items. We've got this really cool set of these album poster flats. Now these were sent to record stores to promote an album coming out, and they would stick them on the wall and they'd sit there and languish, and they'd have pinholes in them and everything like that. Most of these don't have pinholes, and they're from some really interesting and iconic albums. You'll have to look at them. I mean, some of them are in there, some David Bowie, Duran Duran. Most of these are going to be early 80s, by the way. There's even Michael Jackson's Thrillers in there. Just some really interesting things. There's a Kiss album in here. There's a John Lennon. There's some Beatles stuff in here. Now, the kicker on this one is when I was going through there, these guys around here call me Mr. Google because I can find out just about anything. Well, I'm stumped, and we figured we'd make this part of a promotion. We've got this album cover we cannot figure out. We don't know who it is, and if you can figure out who it is, you're going to get a Back to the Past t-shirt.
If you go to the thread in our Facebook page that specifies this contest, and you're the first person to let us know correctly what this album is, we're going to give you a Back to the Past t-shirt. So please go sign up in there and let us know if you know what that is. Moving into our online auction coming up a week from tonight on the 28th of June. That is currently posted. The catalog's up on Proxy Bid. That evening, you can tune in online and view the proceedings, or if you register on proxybid.com, you can also bid on the lots as they go by. It's going to be just shy of 400 lots of various bits of pop culture paper, so please check that out and see if there's something there that you're looking for. And now, here's Mike Mullins with some information about some stuff in the showroom. Mr. Mullins.
Hi, Mike again, and I want to talk to you guys about a book that Dynamite shipped a couple weeks ago called Gravesight. It's a #1, it's going to be a mini-series, and it was actually a really cool read. I took a chance on it and actually really enjoyed it. And we didn't have any more copies floating around, so I convinced Andy to order a handful more for you guys if you wanted to check them out. A little fun fact about this is it's written by Charlaine Harris, who is the author of the books that inspired the True Blood TV series. So if you guys like True Blood, Gravesite might be something that you want to check out. It's an $8 book, but it's well worth the read. I found that it was really enjoyable. So if you guys are interested, it'll be on the front counter by the register, so check it out.
Thank you, Mr. Mullins. And now in other news, if you've been a customer of Back to the Past for the last several years, you know that around this time of the year, in the summertime, we always get involved in that WDIV Best of Detroit contest. It's a little different this year as WDIV is no longer sponsoring the contest, and it's more of an independent website called the A-List. Being that since the event started and it was WDIV sponsored, Back to the Past won Best Comic Shop 4 years in a row. All 4 years the contest has run, we've been #1. We're very proud of that. But looking forward to this summer, we've got a lot of stuff on the plate. There's a bunch of things that we're working on for you guys, the customers, that we think you're really going to enjoy. And we don't necessarily have the time this year to put into really running for the contest like we have in years past. So we're putting it in your hands. We're going to leave it up to you. If you look at your screen right now, the short URL to get to our voting page is ctvr.us/bttp. If you hit that URL, it'll take you straight to our voting page, and we're going to leave it up to you. If you guys can go in and cheerlead it, give us your votes, tell your friends about it, and promote it amongst yourselves, we would really appreciate the help. And in the meantime, we're going to get back to doing what we do best, which is running events and auctions and all sorts of fun stuff for you this summer. So there you go on that. And to wrap up the broadcast this week, remember, you can always follow us on Twitter. You can like us on Facebook, join the conversation. We always love hearing from you. And with that in mind, that's all we've got this week. We will see you next week.